Hi guys, I'm back. After the sub-zero temperatures, this is the first time I've been out in the last probably two and a half, 3 weeks. So we're gonna check out an area I've been at before, and I'm just gonna check out and see what we find. We have a 60-degree difference. It went from minus 40, 50 degrees to, that's with the wind chill, to today it's 50, plus 50 degrees out. So we've had anywhere from a 60 to an 80 degree temperature difference in the last 3 days. A lot of deer walking the same game trail I'm walking. Used to be a pretty well established footpath, but now it's less and less people use it. I think we've had some deer hunters down this trail. I do see trackways from people. There's a print right there. But now the deer hunting season is over in this area. You really won't see any people in this walking through here until maybe spring, early summer. Just for some of the people that have subbed to my channel, I just want to let you know that I might go out 10 times, and out of those 10 10 hikes or excursions, I may only video 1 or 2 times. I'll take my camera with me, but I don't necessarily film every time I'm out. It all depends. This time I figured I'd just, in case I do accidentally catch something, and let me rephrase that, I do film almost every time I'm out, but 90% of the time or more, I usually don't, after reviewing the video, I delete it. I really don't. If I don't find anything worth uploading or that has any significance, I just don't keep it. Also, with the extreme temperatures we've had, the sub-zero temperatures, I haven't really been out doing any video. Heck, at minus 40 degrees, it's almost burns your lungs to try to breathe in those kind of temperatures. It is an overcast day, so we had a lot of fog early this morning, so into early afternoon, so it's not too bad right now. I also want to give a shout out and thank you to the people that do watch my channel and comment, like or dislike. I don't mind either. And put in a few minutes watching my vids when they have the time. I don't like to steal people's times if I can avoid it. I'd rather people do what's more important in their life. My videos are more of an informational value for people that might be interested in the subject matter. But don't waste your time. There's more to life than obsessing over my videos. And if you're interested, have something to share or comment, I do appreciate it though. somebody broke track going up this hill on the other side of the creek bed. I'm going to say deer. Broke track coming up that hill. In fact, you can see where they crossed over this creek right here. Well, guys, I'll pick this up later and resume with another clip. I'm back, guys. Getting fairly late in the day, so I'm starting my trek out. It's been unusually quiet in here. Generally I get all sorts of audio, whoops, barks, tree knocks, strange owl sounds. And all this time I've been in this forest, I've never seen one owl, but with all the owl hoots I've heard, I should have at least seen one fly in, fly out, perched up in the trees. Nothing. I would not be surprised if they're holed up, hunkered down in a cave or underground or somewhere where they pretty much stay out of this weather, stay out of this extreme cold, and I think they're probably by the river bottoms where you've got all sorts of caves and outcrops of rocks. I see no evidence of tracks anywhere other than from rabbits, deer, and the occasional deer hunter coming through this area. I do see trackways from people, deer hunters, and that ended not too long ago, the end of January, so I believe their season is over in this area, this region. Well, guys, I'm going to say later, adios, Auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. This is about 25 feet off the edge of the perimeter of his yard, in a brushy area with trees. So, thought this was sort of interesting. It sort of corroborates what he's been talking about during the interview. So, pretty interesting, guys. Yeah, there's bones. There's bones all the way back there. Yeah, they're everywhere. You can see where the bones have been chewed on and the marrow's been removed. The legs of that X, the end of that branch or limb all the way down to the end here, and they've got a triangle. What some people in the Bigfoot community feel is unusual. It's sort of very unusual. I can't talk today. It's like one end is under this branch, you follow this one up, it's tucked under here, and you follow this one up and it's tucked under here. What's that? Nathan Reel calls it a Triforce triangle, or I just call it a triangle, but it is very significant. It looks like for it to fall in that pattern would be highly coincidental. One would have to fall before the other. I don't know. I don't think it's natural. We walked up this trail going along the river. We're in a low spot. We're on a trail overlooking the river. It's basically impenetrable. I don't think anybody's ever been down here. No way to get through here during the summer, let alone fall's in winter is the only time you'll have access. But we're walking up, and on the left, we're walking along this trail, sort of skirting the edge of the river. There's sort of what's left of the eroded edge of the river here, and that drops off probably a good 10 to 15 feet to the river below. Well, I'd say even 20 feet. And then you sweep around as you're coming up this trail where everybody's walking ahead of me, and right to the left of us is this pretty good X with the top left piece broke off. Looks like it's been here for some time. It's actually stuck into the ground, the base of it. I'll zoom in on it. You can see where that's stuck in the ground. So, yeah. Got a bone, guys. It wasn't here last time, to my knowledge. Marrow's been sucked out of it. It's been chewed. The end's been chewed off. There's the teeth mark on this end. Not sure what to make of it, but that could be part of a deer or a coyote, or even the neighborhood dog, I suppose. And there's more remnants of it everywhere. There's the bone I was just looking at right there. There's another bone right there. There's bones scattered all throughout this area. I'm going to do a quick walk around and look at it. Yeah, something's been feeding in this area. Yeah, there's bones scattered everywhere. There's one there. There's another one right there. Yeah, there's lots of bones scattered throughout. They weren't here last time, at least I didn't notice them. Of course, I was probably 20 to 30 feet away from them. Yeah, you can see the bones scattered throughout this area. I'd say they're within a 15, 20 foot radius. The bones are scattered around this tree right here. Pan back a little. Yeah, the gum bones are, there's one at the base of the tree, and then there's bones over here to the left of the tree on the ground. This could have been fairly recent. All the marrow's gone. Every bone's been chewed on. And I recognize this area because I walked right past it. It's right where this mylar balloon is. There actually is an inside to this, and there's actually almost like a rear exit. But you can see how it's structured up. Everything's leaned in here. And there's trails in here. We're going to go in the rear portion of this spot. Here's what it looks like from the inside. This is it from the inside looking out. You can see evidence of an area where, if you want to call it a perch, or where it's been trampled down. I'm on the inside looking out. All the stick leans. And here's something at the base of it. A bunch of flat rock, or I'd call it flagstone, or some kind of flat rock that is at the base of this tree.
Right here.
Okay.
That's definitely a possibility.
Hey guys, walking across laterally across the mountains, and we found this impression, and it meets the target.
Right here.
You see the heel on the left, and the impression where the front of the foot is. And what's interesting is you might be able to, dirt's sort of dry. I don't think it's rained here for a while, but you can sort of see the toe impression, which would be right where this, I'll point to it with the stick. The toe impression would be right there, right here. And as I pan back, you'll see the middle. And then he found a toe impression up here.
I thought it was at least possible that could be one where my walking.
Yeah, well, if he's got a 4.5 to 5 foot stride, that'd be either a second or next step.
Could be a second step, yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at it right here, guys. It's hard to see. That's sort of where the sunlight hits it. heel on the left.
Circular.
Yeah, circular heel, and then you see where the toes would be a little on the right. That looks like another impression. I was hiking around a fall down on a trail. I had to go through a creek bed and found this really interesting scatter. Huge turd. Not really sure what this came from, but it's huge. As I get to this area, I see what's left of an old mylar balloon. Thought it's being associated with Bigfoot activity. Another piece of that mylar balloon. And it's a very unusual place. I just got a rock throw. I want you to look at this. It's a tree bend right there. Yeah, I just got a rock throw behind my back. See that tree bend? It's not subtle at all. And I'm at the base of a cliff, sort of a horseshoe area. This horseshoe area is ringed by cliffs. I'm in a little shallow box canyon here. I thought this was interesting too when I came through here. Plenty of deer trails. Look at this, guys. Here's a tree, a limb snap here. And there's a bottle laid in here. A Snapple, just laid right there. Could be a person, but I know for a fact nobody's been down here for a long time. There is evidence of people throwing bottles from above on the cliff down here, but there's game trails everywhere. I went into an area, I refer to it as Park B. It's a new area I've been to, and I want to show you, found a bone, and as you can see, it was partially exposed by leaf litter, and I moved it a little out of the way, and I want to show you the teeth marks, the gnaw marks, right there. I saw on this bone. I don't know if this is a foreleg bone or hind leg bone of a deer, but here it is at the base of this tree in an area I'm walking through right now. So I'm going to continue through this area and see what I find. That X structure over the creek bed, as you can see. It straddles the creek bed and the path running next to the creek, and you look up. It's pretty big. Sort of leaned up in the Y or up on the knot of the other tree as it that's the approach as we go under it toward that stick stack and cave above it. I'm back, guys. I thought this was interesting as I approached it. I didn't know what to make of it. Just a bunch of branches, sort of interwoven, creating some kind of pattern, asterisk. Not really sure what to make of it. They're sort of all pulled together in the middle, and they're all embedded in the ground. I pulled some up and didn't see a root ball. Very strange indeed. Well, I'll be back. Big mound of scat, and I put my cell phone down next to it to give you an idea of size. I got a Samsung Galaxy, can't talk right now, and there's that big turd, or big amount of scat, I don't know what it is. And then as I scan away, make sure I don't forget my cell phone, I walked up this sort of, I wouldn't even call it a game trail, it's just sort of a worn area, a fairly wide path where I can see something's been walking right there, and everything's padded down. And I followed it down and came to this huge mound of scat right here. Make sure I pick up my cell phone. I want to show you this. It's a snap tree, but it's right above a deer trail. Actually looks bigger than a deer trail. I can walk down it fairly easily right beneath it. But right above it is a snap tree, that at one time looked like an old trail marker tree. The type Native Americans used to mark a corridor of travel, a path that they commonly used in the past. Look at that weird bend in it. You can see right where it was snapped. Like to go check it out, and so we came, and what I found was we're at the top of the stick stack where I was before, and sticks have been moved up here partially because I think right there was there's the strings I showed you, but right in front of that string was my balance bird. Well, it's gone. My balance bird was setting guys right there, right here, but there were branches in the middle here, and they're missing. So things have been shifted. Branches have been taken out of here, or at least moved dramatically, and my balance bird, the blue balance bird, is gone. So we're going to go look underneath it.